Okay, so here's the next thing I want to do. I wanted to show you, and I'll work through this one, just a different way to approach this problem. Okay, and that uses some math that we've talked about. Here's my line segment. This part's supposed to be the square. I'm going to call this x. All right. And however long my line segment is, I'm just going to say my line segment is 1 long. Okay. How long is this part then?
It's x minus 1. No, 1 minus x.
1 minus x, very good. Now this forms the square, right? AP forms the square. And sorry I reversed the a's and b's from the way you did it, but it's okay. So the side of the square
is x over 4.
X over 4. So the area is what?
The area is x squared over 16.
Okay, so the circumference of my circle is 1 minus x. And this has to be, what's the circumference of the circle formula?
It's 2 pi r.
2 pi r. So what's my radius of the circle? If 1 minus x is equal to 2 pi r, what's my radius?
It's 1 minus x over 2 pi.
What's the area?
Well, it's pi times this squared.
Pi times 1 minus x over 2 pi squared. Okay, now the 1 minus x squared I'm just going to leave, but I'm going to bring 2 squared divided by pi squared outside. So this is pi over 4 pi squared times 1 minus x squared.
Yeah.
Okay, which does simplify. What does that simplify to be?
Well, when you multiply it all out.
No. Just right here. What is this? There's one simplification I can do. Pi over 4 pi.
Cancel the pi's.
What do I get?
So you get 1 over 4 pi.
1 over 4 pi times 1 minus x squared. Right?
Yeah. This is the circumference.
Yeah, that's the area.
Oh, yeah.
The area. Okay, now I know this now has to equal that. Okay, so now I had the same problem you had. I got pi's floating around, and I'm not used to working with pi's.
Yeah.
Okay? So I have x squared over 16 equals 1 over 4 pi times 1 minus x squared. Right?
Yeah.
So let me just get the pi's at least on top. Let me multiply everything by 4 pi.
Alright.
Okay, that cancels, right?
Yeah, so
Now this side looks nice and happy.
yeah.
What's 4 pi divided by 16?
It's just pi over 4.
So I get pi over 4 times x squared equals 1 minus x squared.
Yeah.
And maybe I could even simplify further by just, maybe I should multiply both sides by 4.
Yeah, so we get
Pi x squared equals 4 times 1 minus x squared. Okay. Now, can I take the square root of both sides here?
well, 4 is the square. No, you can't.
I can't take the square root
Oh, no,
of
you
both sides?
can.
You can do the same thing to both sides of the equation. You've got to watch out for plus and minuses, though.
Yeah.
Right? So now I'm back to the square root of pi, which you had in your solution. So that's nice that that's showing up here. Times x equals plus or minus 2 times 1 minus x. Okay?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now, let's do the plus and the minus. Okay? So solution 1 is square root of pi times x equals 2 minus 2x, which says that, bring this over here, square root of pi plus 2 times x equals 2. So x equals 2 over the square root of pi plus 2. Okay. Now my other solution, you can see I'm going to have a minus here.
Yeah.
Okay. So solution 2 says square root of pi times x equals minus 2 plus x. Did I get that right?
Minus 2 plus x. You have plus or minus 2 times 1 minus x.
So here's what I did my plus. 2 minus 2x, okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, minus 2 plus x, you multiply the minus 2 through.
Okay. So now I get, oh, sorry, 2. That was what the problem was. I forgot a 2 there.
Yeah.
Minus 2 plus 2x. So now, let me move the minus 2 over here to make it positive, because remember, square root of pi is about 1.75.
Yeah.
Okay, so this says 2 equals 2 minus the square root of pi times x. Or in this case, x equals 2 over 2 minus the square root of pi. Okay. Alright, now, square root of pi is about 1.75. So
Yeah.
this number is about, well, hold on, let me just do them in the calculator.